So I'll ask you this question as well, because while we have you here and I'm relishing this moment, I want to glean as well and draw from you. What do you think about this newly sprung idea in the Afrocentric community and diaspora here in America that the laws of the Torah were stolen from ancient Egypt, and essentially everything that we're doing as it pertains to following the Creator, following Hashem, well, that's just stolen from Egypt. That idea was championed by some great Afrocentric thinkers such as Dr. Yosef Ben Yehochanan, who is from the Israelite community here in New York City. He graduated in 1977. For those who may not know, Rabbi Dr. Ben, affectionately known as Dr. Yosef, as well as John Henry Clark, an amazing historian and also, college professor. What do you think about this idea circulating in the community that the Torah is stolen from the Egyptian system of Ma'at, and essentially we don't have a moral and ethic code except or save that we stole it from Egypt? Have you ever heard this? What's your familiarity on this topic?
I haven't really like had so many like conversations about it, but I would say that the Torah existed since the beginning. We talked about this since the beginning of man, right? That there was a set of instructions given to the first man on how to interact with reality. To the point, he told his sons to bring sacrifices, which we know in the Hebrew calendar was the 15th of Nisan, 14th of Nisan, 15th of Nisan, which is we know now as Pesach. But Cain and Hevel brought these sacrifices according to our traditions, and God responded in a particular way to Hevel and not to Cain, and they created a conflict. So we know always since the beginning of creation that the instructions have been given to humanity. And so that's passed down throughout history. But the sages do talk about, a lot of the wisdom that existed in Egypt. Moshe grew up in Egypt. He grew up in the Pharaoh's house. He became a great leader. He became a great warrior and did tremendous things, in terms of the Midrashim, right? But I don't know. I mean, everybody, everybody like it's like I remember one time I was at an event here in Jerusalem, and it was a guy, and he was giving a presentation on beatboxing. And it was a white guy, right? I mean, he's Jewish, so he wasn't white. He was Ashkenaz, but he was giving a presentation on beatboxing. But when he was talking about it, he didn't really talk about it from his inception, right? So there's been a constant theme with people who bring innovations in the world, and someone else says, that's by us, right? Even though the Jewish people, the Torah that we had during the time of Egypt is not the Torah that we necessarily have exactly by now, right? So it shows that we have, in Hebrew, what we call a kesher, that we have this relationship with the Torah where we've been fundling and fumbling it and working on it and refining it and trying to understand it, the different experiences of our life. And the Egyptian society is gone. They're gone. You could maybe say some of these people by here are Egyptian or this, whatever. I visit Cairo. It's gone. It's Arabs there now. The people who were there during the time of the Sphinx and pyramids, they're not there no more. But the Jewish people, we're still here. So